Should we pop our cherries together? Well, we're both taking the fucking coil. We're taking the suspenders off this thing, so.
Oh yeah.
I feel like it's a ticking time bomb. I don't even know if can champagne go out of date.
Maybe.
I don't know. Anyway.
Okay. Hold on. Ready?
Oh please.
3. Wait.
Please don't spray everywhere. It spilled all over me. No. God, you suck at this.
My hands are sweaty.
Are you nervous for it? I need tissues. Hey! And yours is fine. I'm covered in half of France right now.
Well, yours is also 2 years old.
Yeah, I've got France on my pants right
yesterday.
now. Look at my pants.
Oh, he pissed his pants.
I pissed myself. Oh, it's all over the floor.
God, well, I'll pour myself a little glass while we wait for Sean. You don't have to keep this in.
I don't mind it being on my pants, but I don't want my floor to smell like champagne.
Oh,
this sucks.
It's all ruined.
My floor drank more of it than I'll get to. Oh, God.
I do think that the aged champagne is probably why it exploded.
Yeah. And also the fact that I'm just a shaking ball of energy. Oh, yeah.
Everyone, if you can't tell, if you're listening to the audio, well, it probably says it in the episode title, but today we celebrate 1 year of leakage. I like that wine glass. Wow.
Thank you. I don't have any flutes.
Flute.
Ooh, you've got a flute. You went all out.
I do have a flute.
You're a flute. Hear that? Pure crystal. Yours is too full to do that with. Tink, tink, tink.
Hey, happy birthday to the leakers out there.
Cheers.
Ooh, look at the bubbly.
Clink.
Clink and clunk.
Clink and sink. Oh.
This is the first thing that I've put into my body today.
Wow. I had Taco Bell in the morning and that's it.
Well, should we sing a little birthday song? For the brain leak.
Oh, you got. Oh, I forgot to get a cake. Fuck. I'm so glad you got one.
It's okay. I'll do it for the both of us. All right.
Wait, I gotta.
Happy birthday.
We have to be in tune. Happy birthday.
Wait, hold on. I have to light it. Hold on. Come on. Come on.
This is a disaster. This is the worst birthday ever.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. This is all the time.
Happy birthday, dear leakers. Happy birthday to you.
Wow.
And we'll see how many more.
This is it. This is the last episode. We're sick of it.
Wow. Look at this, huh?
Who'd have
Little
thought?
cake, big number.
That's a tiny number. Oh, I see what you mean.
No,
I thought you meant numerically a big number.
No.
It turns out it was I that had champagne on my face.
And I'll take a bite for me and a bite for you.
This doesn't got peanuts in it, does it?
Maybe.
Ooh, that would be a sick anniversary episode. Ethan dies on the camera. We have to cut it short because I have to clean my pants and Ethan has to go to the hospital. I also have these badass shades that say happy birthday on them.
Give us a face for the thumbnail, huh? Oh, baby.
Oh, wait. Are we... I was going to say, are we allowed to have alcohol in the thumbnail? But I don't think we make enough money off this channel to care.
I don't think it matters.
Ooh. Happy birthday, Mr. President. How does it feel to be 1 year old?
Well, you know, it seems like just yesterday we were in Glendale filming that little thing when we walked down the thing and we went, I guess we have a podcast now.
Yep, looked at that big old poster and went, we got it. We have it figured out. What's it about?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever.
I'm glad
Something.
we remembered this because it kept coming up and I was like, I'm going to forget that it's the birthday. I'm going to forget your balloons are moving on their own.
Oh, it's because I turned the AC on.
No, you have
Panda
a
ghost.
leak ghost. You didn't even take the tag off your hat. You have a silly tag on the back.
Yeah, but I have a balloon with helium in it, and I thought, what better way to celebrate than to tell the story of brain leak with a little bit of helium. So, don't seep.
You should just open all of them and have your room full of it. Do you think if you fill the room full of helium and let Spencer come in, he'd be like, oh!
That would be so cute.
Oh, here he goes. Oh, he's sucking. No one sucks better than he.
That's right. Over 1 year ago, we set forth on this little adventure called Brain Leak.
Oh, you sound like a chipmunk.
Sean texted me one day and he said, hey, can you hop on a call real quick? And I thought that maybe he had some sort of fungal infection that he needed to tell me about.
I had been getting very down with the mushrooms.
But no, all he wanted to ask me was, hey, do you want to do a podcast or something? And I went, yeah, sure. That sounds nice. And so the adventure began of Brain Leak.
Isn't it funny that every time people do helium, they always pitch their voice up anyway?
I know, I'm doing it up. This is the lowest. This is the lowest I can make my voice.
now you're in Ethan baby voice mode. Don't do too much of it, it'll kill your lungs. It'll replace all your oxygen. And then you'll be like, oh, I'm afraid. I'm floating
I'm being asphyxiated. But I have a lovely birthday sash. You have a lovely birthday button.
Yeah, it says birthday boy. But I figure we're both birthday boys today. We're big boys. I put on my big boy pants and then spill champagne all over them.
We're big birthday boys.
Big birthday
big
boys
birthday
with big
boys.
burly balls.
With big boisterous balls.
Yeah. No
Yes.
vasectomies or castration around here. Well,
Castration.
yeah. We've got our balls. We're
We've
big
got
men.
our balls. This is true. Sean, I have a question for you.
Yes, I still have my foreskin.
That is... Oh, okay. Do you clean it regularly? Do you use a Scrub Daddy?
Ooh, that would hurt a lot.
Not if you get the Scrub Daddy warm, then it gets all soft. That's the whole thing.
Ooh, yeah, fuck Scrub Daddy's eyes.
Yeah. I have a question for you, okay?
Yes.
Because it is the leaker's day, the leaker's
leakiversary.
birthday. It's Brain Leak Day. Everyone, what is? Hold on. What's the actual day that we posted?
See, I didn't know if we should do the anniversary on the 52nd episode or the 53rd. Because technically, I guess on the next episode, it would technically be like a full year, maybe?
Oh, is it not a full year yet?
In terms of like the date when we launched. But also the 52nd episode, this is the end of season 1.
It was April 19th was the first episode posted.
Yeah, but it makes sense to have
April
like the
19th.
52nd episode being like, that's 52 weeks in a year. Turns
Yeah.
out there's actually 54 weeks in a year. We fucked it up.
Guys, April 19th, 2023, first episode of Brain Leak, 561,000 views. Where did you go? I'm using this time to shame you, audience. Where did you go? Started off so good.
They went where all of our conversations went, which is nowhere and everywhere. They're like, you guys don't talk about anything.
Great League!
How often have we talked about Liquid Death?
Many a time, Sean.
And how many times have people watched this, listened to this, experienced this, and not bought any?
I don't even know what the numbers are, but for all those people, you're fools. Liquid Death is stocked head to toe in my fridge. It's the go-to drink that I go to, whether I just want plain mountain water or I want something flavorful and sparkling.
It's like
nice
Water
in my
2.0. It's like water got an update and made it better. The amount of times where I'm like,
really is.
I need to drink water, but I don't want to because water's boring as hell. And then Liquid Death comes to my savior. I go through like 6 cans a day. It's so easy.
I do drink a lot of it.
And they're 100% recyclable. It's so easy. You can recycle the cans.
You can recycle the cans, and the cans are so big. They're big, tall boy cans, so it can murder your thirst so easily, dude.
You just drink a couple of those and you've hit your quota for the day. You are stocked up on hydration.
And something simple about Liquid Death that I also enjoy is, sometimes you go to a party and you're like, I don't really want to be drinking alcohol tonight, but I still kind of want to fit in. Liquid Death's marketing and the way that they styled their cans, it just kind of looks like a beer.
Yeah.
So you can still drink a Liquid Death and sort of feel like you're a part of the function.
All that social pressure to be like, man, you should be drinking alcohol right now. But what if you're sober? You just want to look like you fit in, but also you just get hydration, baby.
All hydration. If you want to check out Liquid Death, which you very much should, you can get their mountain water, their flavored sparkling water, or their iced tea packs on Amazon Prime, or you can grab a case at your local 7-Eleven, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, or on Instacart. You can go to liquiddeath.com/brain.
Yeah, for any of you who are in the UK like me, I get it on Amazon and it comes real quick and it's real nice. But yeah, go to liquiddeath.com/brain.
Great League!
Well, it's our birthday and we're going to talk about the things we would force a 1-year-old to do. Number 1,
skydiving, no parachute.
Skydiving. Number 2, cockfights. Baby and a rooster.
Dude, babies are so small. That would be sick if they did. I want this to happen now. Okay. And I'm not taking that back no matter how far Twitter goes with my cancellation. Okay. I'm not on that website anymore. All right. Listen, take a baby. It's very small. Put it on the back of a rooster. Okay.
Ooh.
Yep. Strap it on there. Do races. Do you bet on the jockey or do you bet on the cocky? Okay. Which is because that's the thing. Is it the horse? Is it the horse
or
being fast?
Or the jockey in the saddle?
The jockey, maneuvering the horse. Which is the secret sauce? So you can bet on the baby, bet on the.
You know what I think is bullshit? Is that we race horses. I know it's like, oh, they're super fast, but why don't we race anything else? We race like greyhounds, horses. Why don't we race like cows? Like it's no fun if you're watching the fastest go around a track.
Oh,
we should watch slow things go around a track. Like have frogs on ducks.
Well, they do turtle races and they do snail races. Do you want the actual answer?
Yeah. Is
Okay,
it because cows are dumb?
Well, I would say that the actual answer, and this is just me thinking about it, I don't know if this is the actual answer. The actual answer, I would say, is that horses are domesticated, and we've made them so we can maneuver them, so it's like we can make them race.
True.
And then dogs racing have a prey drive, so they're chasing something. Because they have that little rabbit.
You put, instead of the rabbit, it's a tuft of grass. Those cows are lightning fast when it comes to like a bale of hay.
Have you ever seen, I think it's in Sweden that they do it every spring. They make it like a big thing when they release all the cows from the from the barn into the pasture for the first time because all the snow's melted. There's a video, I think it's Sweden, and it's like, once every spring because they have to keep all the cows inside the barn, they release them into the pasture, and all of them look so happy. They're galloping and skipping, if a horse can do that, or a cow, whatever. It's so cute. I love it.
What's the human equivalent of that? Where you could open up the door and we all go frolicking towards something. Ice cream truck?
Oh, man. The first thing...
We're not going to do it for, like, snow going away.
No. The first thing that I thought of when you said that was being a little kid going to the beach and just, like, me and my friends sprinting towards the water. But that's...
Yeah. You sprint so fast towards the water, and then you get 1 foot in, you're like, oh, that's cold.
You know what? I do have the equivalent.
Oh.
It's when it's the last day of school and the bell rings and all the kids run outside.
I have a better one. Black Friday.
Yep.
You open up this door.
Old Black Friday, though. OG Black Friday.
Yeah, not this
not
fucking
the same as it once
pussy
was.
Black Friday that we have now. Goddamn.
Might as well call it Woke Friday.
Yeah, fucking liberals ruined it. I think we should get a bunch of bigots together and have them race each other and call it the racist race.
Ooh! You bet on your favorite, the best racist?
I don't know if we should get betting involved in it. I think we should just make fun of them as they go around the track. It's just them going around the track and everyone booing.
Now, is it a normal track, an ovular track, or is it like an obstacle course?
Oh. What do racists hate the most? Apart from the race that they don't like.
Yeah, apart from not white people.
Ooh. I don't know. I was going to say you could have them be chased by the race that they don't like. But
what if they turn back around and they go, you know?
and I'm like, I don't know if this joke is worth it. I don't know if I like the octagon that I put myself in.
We could do it in an octagon because then they have weird angles that they have to change.
Oh, we should just put a racist in an octagon with the #1 UFC fighter of that year.
Yeah.
And have him just beat the shit out of them.
That would be sick.
That would be so much fun to watch.
That. That would be so much fun to watch. Back to my question that I asked 20 minutes ago, but that I didn't actually ask. I thought about it, though.
That's true.
So we started Brain Leak a year ago. Do you have a favorite leak memory?
My favorite leak memory is when we both revealed Nerf guns to one another.
Oh, that
whole
lovely.
video is my favorite thing we've done all year because that just felt like being kids, and half the time I forgot we were recording anything. It was just like, dude, look at this. This is so sick. Because everyone loves toys, but then you grow up and you're convinced that you're not supposed to like them anymore. It's the same with video games.
I'm so excited that I have a nephew now, and I'm so excited for him to age, and I get to just like go buy him all the cool toys that I secretly want. Which you and I are very similar, where it's like if there is a toy that I want, I'll just go and get it.
Yeah.
But now I have an excuse to the rest of the world.
Yeah.
To say, no.
There's no like toy stores in Brighton. There's like a Harry Potter Room of Requirement store. There's like little things here and there where you can buy little gadgets and gizmos and stuff, but there's no like that.
Do they have Who's-Its and What's-Its?
And whatchamacallits and ding-dangs? Who's-Its and What's-Its and whatchamacallits? What's the Dave's Toyland that we went to? What's the name of that? Bob's Burgers? The one in I can't even.
The toy store?
I don't even know what part of LA that is.
It is I think it's called Tom's Toys.
Yeah, I knew it was a name.
It's like East LA.
I know that
it's
strip
good
that's there, but I have never been there other than that toy store, so.
Montrose.
Montrose. Shout out locations.
Shout out Tom's Toy. I think it's Tom's Toys. It's great little spot.
Yeah,
great
you
little
should
local
support Tom.
toy dealer.
He not only did the Unis Honest video I was in, but he also did the Brain Leak video that we did. So he's accrued many an audience.
Yes,
but that was my
we
favorite
love
memory.
Tom.
That video in general, but that moment where we both revealed Nerf guns, because that was like, this is why I picked you for the podcast. Because
Yeah.
you think like me. You don't
That whole
think.
video was so much fun.
Brain leak.
Do you smell burning? It's that hole in your pocket. There's a burning hole in your pocket of money. Your money's escaping. It's escaping.
It's everywhere! God, it's all over the place, and I don't even know where my money is going. It's going to so many subscriptions that I don't even use.
You made so much money over so many years, and now it's all gone.
It's all gone. Sean, how do I even keep track of my expenses and keep track of all the useless subscriptions that I don't even use? I wish there was a place that I could easily cancel all of them.
Well, there is. RocketMoney.com, baby.
Oh, wow, that hair flip really sold it to me.
I was trying to be like the Vine of the girl going, ding, you know? Anyway, Rocket Money is a finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills. We've talked a lot about how it cancels subscriptions. That's old news by now. It does so much more than that. It just helps you save money. Everyone loves money.
Yeah.
Do you love money?
I do love money.
Then you got to use Rocket Money.
Did you know that nearly 75% of people have subscriptions that they have completely forgotten about? Think of all of the times
It's
that
me.
you wanted to try some app or some service, and you're like, oh, I'll just do the 7-day free trial. You gotta enter your credit card information anyway, and then you completely forget about it, and you're paying for that thing every single month. They add up. You probably think you're probably spending like $80 a month. It's probably closer to like $200 a month. On
Yeah, I did it recently where I bought things that I thought would help me get templates for writing stories, and I had like 3 different ones, and it turns out I didn't use any of them, and I just ended up using my own brain, and then all of them rolled over, and I was like, oh man, now I gotta cancel all of them. God damn it.
You fool. You could have been using Rocket Money. Keep track of all of them. They make it so easy. You select the subscriptions that you don't want anymore. You just say, hey, cancel those subscriptions, Rocket Money. And they, like a personal little assistant, will go and cancel those subscriptions for you.
Man, stop wasting money on things you don't use. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions by going to rocketmoney.com/brain.
That's rocketmoney.com/brain.
Use your brain.
Cancel those subscriptions. Save your marriage.
The animals are leaving.
Brain leak.
I really like when you sniped me in the face with a blindfold on. Or did you have drunk goggles, or was it blind?
It was drunk
I don't
goggles.
remember. When you sniped me in the face with a wiffle ball or whatever it was. It was so funny.
Is that your favorite memory, is getting hurt?
It's just one that stands out. And
It's
it's
very
funny to me.
telling that the thing we like most is not a regular podcast episode. All of this stuff
Yeah,
is
it's
like,
just
I
when we
don't
get to do
fucking know.
fun stuff.
I don't know what we talked about. Did Sniper Wolf do anything again? Is somebody canceled this week?
I like when we talked about Dune 2 and we went,
That was fun. Did you
tell
see?
us your favorite brain leak moments.
I don't want to dwell on this and get stuck in it. Did you see Godzilla Kong yet?
No, not yet.
You monkey hater. Why? Go watch it.
I'm
It's
sorry.
fun.
I should
not
see
good,
the
but
great
it's-
ape do his great ape things. Now, can I ask a question?
You already have asked several, so keep going.
Are you on Team Kong or
Hell
Team
no.
Godzilla?
Who looks
on
at
this
that
one?
and thinks, oh, Kong is the greatest kaiju ever? He's too
Yeah.
human. It lets you tell
Is-
a good story through him because he has human emotions, but Godzilla is the GOAT.
Kong is the one that's supposed to protect the humans, right?
Technically, in some versions, Godzilla does that. He's kind of doing that. But yeah, he's like the protector of things. He like protects
Interesting.
people in the original. He like protects the lady, and then he climbs the Empire State, and he goes no. And
But
dies.
now they have to work together.
yeah, which I don't like.
Sick.
I don't like the villain of the new movie. It's kind of lame, but hey, the action's cool.
I'll go see it for sure. I do love a big monster movie.
Yeah.
They're very fun.
It's like-
Godzilla Minus One made me cry, even though it's not really much of a monster movie, but it did make me cry.
It's like Predator versus Alien, which is like that one. I'm like, aliens are pretty cool. Predator, I'm always going to side with because it's just a cooler character to me.
You heard it here first, folks. Sean sides with the Predators. Unbelievable. Brain Leak exclusive.
No, just the alien predators, not the sexual ones.
Hey,
I'm a YouTuber.
You
I
do you,
either
man.
hate the predators or I am one.
we'll find out soon enough.
I haven't made a music album.
Oh, damn.
No, if you like Kong over Godzilla, I need like legitimate reasons because Kong is so boring compared to Godzilla. Godzilla's fucking sick. Anyway, I don't want to talk about movies too much on the leak of
No, we should talk about the leakage and our leaky plans. We were talking about this a couple weeks ago in private, but we're like, we want to spice up the podcast and stuff because
we're aware of how rambly we get, which is fine. It's fun, and I think we're both good at bouncing off one another and coming up with stories, and we can talk forever. But in terms of podcasts, you need something. You need something to talk about.
Something going on. So we're gonna try and in this new dawn of Brain Leak after this leak anniversary, probably we're gonna try and spice it up a little bit. Maybe make some new segments.
Talk about politics more.
We'll probably kiss a lot or something. Listen to this. Anyway, and then hopefully this year also we'll be able to get together more. I'll come over there.
This is the first year where I haven't had plans to go to LA, and I'm kind of fine with it. I do miss hanging out with you, but I'm also like, Justin moved. Other people
come over there.
Other people have moved.
You always come here.
And then I'm like, traveling is tiring.
It is tiring.
I in the last like 4 years, I've gone to LA probably, 25 times? 30 times?
Yeah.
It's a lot.
Many. It's a lot, dude. It's a lot.
It's also expensive.
I can come over there.
That's true.
And I can go, all right, cup of tea.
Biscuits in it.
Because it's always better for us to be in person. Because doing it over Discord does kind of suck. So it'd be nice to do more episodes in person. Do some of those cool videos that we want to do. Like maybe this is the year that we go to Ireland. Ooh. And we go to the Blarney. Do you lick the Blarney Stone?
Kiss the Blarney Stone. You can lick it if you want. Depends on what kind of kiss you want to do.
Oh, hell yeah. Dude.
You learned what the term for French kissing in Ireland was. Do you remember it?
Yes. Is it? No. Mimot is a girlfriend. Right?
He's got it. By Paddy, he's got it.
Kissing.
It has car terminology in it.
Oh. Muff.
Ooh.
Muffing.
Ooh. I do like muffing as a term.
Car terminology.
But only a manual car. What do you do to a manual car?
Oh, shifting.
Yeah.
Yes! Shifting with me, Mott.
You're just going through the gears. It's like, oh, baby, you and me, we're in first gear right now. Mm-hmm. By the end of the night, we're going to hit fucking 8th gear. We're a fucking supercar.
And if any of y'all are trying to figure out cunnilingus, you kind of do it the same way. You go,
Yeah. Or just spell out the alphabet. That's what everyone keeps saying.
You have to make that noise, too, by the way.
Yeah.
You have to make the noise. It has an effect on the hormones.
Yeah. It's like, it's an echo chamber down there. You got to like reverberate. But it's more like,
yeah. Yeah, ever heard a vibrator before? That's all it's doing.
That's true.
It's just going.
If you actually record a vibrator and slow it down, it does the FitnessGram pacer test.
Oh man,
it's just really quick.
But yeah, we're gonna try and spice up the podcast a little bit. We're gonna because we want to make it new and fun for you, new and fun.
If
for
we
us.
can't make it fun for anybody, we're just going to be like, fuck that, bring it out to the guillotine.
Yeah, because what's the point?
Yeah.
Brain leak.
I went online because Evelyn's gone. I was like, I want to watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood again. Turns out in the UK, you can't watch that anymore.
Silly Willy, of course you can't.
I have a subscription to an anime service. I wanted to watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Turns out it wasn't on it. But I went on my Apple TV, because NordVPN is on Apple TV now, not just on your phone or your laptop or your desktop. I went, signed in, and then I went to America. Turns out I can watch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood on my anime subscription service because it's on there and it's not here in the UK. NordVPN saved my life. Thank you.
Easy as that. If you want to watch something that's only available in a different country, just use NordVPN. Change your location. It's easy. Also, creepy criminals are trying to steal your shit all the time. All you got to do is use NordVPN. They have no idea where you are. And it's not only good for watching things that aren't in your country or saving your ass from those creepy criminals. You can also save on flights. If you're going to Spain from the US, change your location to Spain. The tickets are going to be a little bit cheaper.
And if you want to rent a car there as well, because a lot of people do. I never think about this because I don't have a license and I'm a child, but a lot of people drive cars. I've been told. I've never seen a car in real life, but I've been told they exist.
They do. And you can get them for cheaper by going to nordvpn.com/brain.
You sure can. Our link will also give you 4 extra months on the 2-year plan. There's no risk with Nord's 30-day money-back guarantee, and you'll help support our podcast as well by doing it. Link is in the description. You go click that, please.
NordVPN is the easiest decision you'll ever make. You will not regret it. It's incredible. nordvpn.com/brain.
Brain leak.
You know?
I think it's... I knocked over things. I think it's good that...
Don't be scared of the future, all right?
I'm afraid of
We'll figure
commitment.
it out.
And also dragons, but they don't exist.
Yeah, not that we know of, but they could. What's the difference between a dragon and a dinosaur? There's a fine line between the two.
I wonder how many people out there are like... There's obviously a lot of people who are like, dinosaurs never existed. It's just made up by the woke media to trick us into thinking Jurassic Park is a good movie. But, which it is. But I wonder how many of them are like, dragons? Yeah. Dinosaurs? Yeah. They're the same thing. Who invented a dragon? What was it based on? What creature did they think a dragon was? Jamie, I'm gonna have to ask you to pull that shit up.
I'm gonna have to ask you to pull that up. I'm really gonna.
Because if you're gonna dragon these nuts on your faces...
Dude, he fucking got all
Dragons,
of us right now. Come
giant
on, man.
snakes. Oh, but...
Oh, like Titanoboa?
Ooh, I like
You
that
know about
word.
Titanoboa?
I do.
Titanoboa is like the megalodon of snakes.
Ooh. What's the megalodon of dinosaurs? A megalodon.
Yeah.
Apparently it's just a mix of creatures like big cats, big snakes. Original dragons are kind of like chimeras. That's fucking lame. I think somebody saw an actual dragon and then was like, we got to come up for a word with that.
Sometimes I think about that with different cryptids where I'm like, man, people didn't have cell phones back then. It was all just word of mouth. So many people saw the same thing, like with the Loch Ness Monster. I think... Now,
We're very well
Hold on.
aware of your love for Nessie.
I love Nessie. I think that Nessie is no longer with us. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Rest in Lake.
Rest in Lake. I think that Nessie existed. No longer. We haven't seen Nessie in a long time. Okay. But I think back in the 1800s, there was a little something sneaking around down there. All right. And now, don't judge me. I like my childlike whimsy. Okay? Don't you dare take that away from me.
I'm not judging you. I agree. I'm the one who used to watch UFO videos and really wanted them to be real. And sometimes I'm like, I know it's not, but I'm just going to believe anyway.
Did you know that they changed the term for UFOs?
Yeah. Well, oh, God. I knew it so well.
2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
UAPs now.
Yeah. Unidentified aerial phenomena. Mm-hmm. That's one of those things is like, I knew that so well, and I'm usually the one that tells people that. And as soon as you ask me it, I'm like, gone.
I don't know why they did that.
I think because they're not always flying. Sometimes they're just like in the air. So technically it's not flying, it's just there. And it's not. I think they had to change it because what they were started to be different. So it encompasses stuff that's not extraterrestrial anymore. It can just be something that's in the air. Yes, Ethan in the front row.
Yeah, I was raising my hand for you audio listeners. Do we have UFOs for the water?
Ooh, underwater floating objects.
We know more about our own moon than we do about our own ocean. You know,
That's
ocean's
true.
so deep, so dark, so crazy down there.
Adele's
Have you ever
rolling
seen
in
anything down there in the ocean?
it. Probably. You see that giant ass
Right?
squid that they found? Did I show you that?
Recently?
No. This is they're like super giant squid. It's how do I look for this?
The ocean really freaks me out. It's crazy down there.
There's like a green, big fin squid. Yeah, baby. Here we go. You've probably seen this.
fin squid.
You've probably seen this image, but it's
Sean, we should go on an expedition to the Mariana Trench.
this guy.
You're gonna tell me that aliens are real? They're among us.
That looks like an alien.
Yeah, there's a really cool video of it.
Nervely put this up in the visuals. God damn.
There's
brother.
a video of them like finding it, which in the picture it looks like this thing is like the size of a building, but apparently it's a lot smaller. It's like the length of your room. Well, my room. Your room's smaller than my one, but I make more money than you do. What can I say? I have more subscribers.
This is true.
You can't have big
classic.
rooms if you don't make a lot of money. It comes with the house.
This is true. It comes with the house, yes. I think about that with what is it called? Portuguese man o' war, where their tentacles can be miles long. Miles long?
Miles?
I think that their tentacles can be upwards of a mile long and or more.
Wow. Tentacle length. It says here an average of 10 meters or 30 feet or 100 feet. That's not miles.
But what's the maximum? I thought somebody told me Portuguese.
See, these are the types of things that you've heard in your head. Is that technically a Mandela effect?
Probably.
That you've been convinced that they're miles long, but that's cooler. When you find out that it's like finding out a T-Rex is not actually the size and shape of the one in Jurassic Park. And you're like, man, that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I remember when we went to PAX one year and they had an Ark Survival Evolved thing and they had a giant T-Rex there, but it was like an accurate size of what a T-Rex at that time was supposed to be like. And I'm like...
And he's 5'8", short king.
I was like, that's cool, but like it's not like so big it's scary. It was like the size of an elephant. I'm like, I've seen creatures that big. I wanted to think he was bigger.
I want to think it was bigger. I think that we need to do an episode of Brain Leak that is us going, I'm also going to refill. That is, yeah. Hold
You
on.
hear that,
Everyone
Bubbles?
pause.
You hear the asthma?
The asthma?
Hey, I have asthma. You can't make fun. I got a new inhaler recently.
Dude, hell yeah. I got my ADD meds today. I forgot to take them.
Oh.
I finally got them. There's been a shortage, and I haven't had them for 5 months.
Ooh, you got your Cryptosporidium? Mm-hmm. I got a new inhaler that's one of those powder ones that you like unlatch, and then you have to like suck yourself. You have to suck yourself
circular?
off. No, it's like those, but it's kind of like a pod. It has like a latch that comes off and goes down. And I took it, and I'm supposed to take 2 puffs every day, morning and night, so 4 puffs daily. And I started taking it, and it made me so shaky. I took it, and like yesterday, I was like this, and I was like, I don't know if I want to take this anymore. And I felt like I had like Parkinson's. Like my hand, I couldn't steady my hands. My hands were like tremors like crazy.
I got a watch recently. This is related. And you put the watch, so you go on the website and you order the watch and they send it to you in pieces. So you have to put the watch together.
Dude, you got a Warhammer watch.
Yeah, it was sick. It was so much fun. Except when I had to put the hands on, I had a little, what's it called?
Monocle?
It's like a magnifying glass, but it's called a loop. And so you look at it, and then it magnifies everything. And you're putting it on, and my hands were so shaky trying to put the thing on.
I have that when I'm painting miniatures. Together. I'm like, I have coffee that morning, and then I'm like, God, I feel geriatric putting this thing together.
Jesus. Hold on. I want to go and get my watch and show you because I'm proud of it.
Okay.
I put it all together myself. You stay here.
He did it himself. It said ages 4 and up, but he thought it meant 4 years and up, that it would take him 4 years to do it. He did it in an afternoon, and he was very proud of himself. I'm talking like this because he still has his headphones on, which means that he can hear everything I'm saying, which is pretty sick.
Hello?
Hello? Could you hear me that entire time?
No.
Oh, man.
This is the watch that I put together myself.
Ooh, that looks so nice.
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
I'm not a big watch guy normally, but that one's pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. It comes with a movement, and it already has like the dates on it.
What do you mean comes with a movement?
The movement is, it just looks like a little disc, and that's what moves that has all the cogs and stuff in it, so it's what moves, takes the time and everything. But then you have to put the face on, you have to put all the hands on, and then you have to assemble it into the thing, into the like actual
housing.
What's this called? The housing thing, and then I put the like dive thing on the top. So this, because it's technically a dive watch.
Ooh.
So this moves around.
I never understood why watches actually had that twisty thing.
So this is a dive watch, so you're supposed to wear it. Traditionally, you would wear it while you're scuba diving, and then you move this top thing, so it says 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then it has the arrow up top. So you would move the arrow to a specific point and say, okay, once the minute hand gets to the arrow, that means that I'm running out of oxygen. So you move the big arrow that I'm twisting to be like, this is the point in which I will run out of oxygen.
Oh, so it's not like depth. It's like minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
I never knew that. I always used to get those, and I was like, oh, you're supposed to like match it up with something on the watch face. And I was like, it's just a fidget toy.
Which, in my mind, I'm like, okay, if you know that you have 60 minutes of air, why wouldn't you just be like, okay, it's 2 o'clock. At 3 o'clock, I need to come up.
Also,
but you know.
That feels like a very old method of doing it, because I feel like people who go diving have such sophisticated, like, Garmin or whatever some company makes, like a really good one that every single one of them uses. Like, why wouldn't you just use that?
Yeah. Times are changing.
I have a cool watch I want to show you. Wait there. You also say funny things now while I'm gone.
I'm gonna say funny things now. Hey guys, penis and butthole. What about that, Hope that y'all are excited about the new era of BrainLink. Hopefully it all goes well. Can you see me through the champagne? You know, gonna try and bring back some segments, make some new segments, just make it a little more fun for both you and ourselves. So, the boy is back. What have you done?
How funny was it?
Oh my God, everyone was laughing really hard, Sean, and you missed it.
I have I don't know if you can see it. It's so
It's all black.
It's so-
you need to come back further, I think. I think
it's
it's
so dark in my room, and I have
minimum
no lights
focus.
like right up at my camera. Oh god!
Wait, back up a little bit more. You're at minimum focus. Ooh, that's real cool.
It's
What
a
is that?
Bloodborne watch. So the minute hand and
Bloodborne
the minute
watch?
hand and the hour hand are the saw cleaver.
That's sick.
It says Bloodborne on the back of it. These were like a
says
limited
Bloodborne.
edition Japanese product that we had to like figure out how to get. Like all the minute hands and everything kind of have like runes on them, like the one I have on my arm. And it's so cool. I mean, I didn't build it myself. I think
That's pretty cool.
I think building your own watch is pretty cool.
I feel like you would like it. I think that you would go, ooh,
I
this is kind of fun.
I think about that. We've all seen those videos of guys actually putting like a full watch together, and I'm like, how anybody figured out how to do this? I'll never know, because this seems like the most complicated thing in the planet. But
yeah.
if most of the internals are done and it's just like putting like little bits in,
Yeah. No, the like complicated part is already done for you with the movement, because that would be like putting a ton of fucking cogs together. So
And
that
also it's
needs
easy to
an
fuck it
actual
up.
person. Yeah. With this, it was pretty easy. It took me about an hour or so, and then I realized that I fucked it up, so I had to take it all apart again and
It happens.
redo it.
at least you can
but it
take
was
it apart.
fun.
If you fuck up a miniature, it's like, well, I've used plastic glue and I've welded the two pieces together.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, it was fun though. I liked it.
Yeah, I like the look
was a
of
good
it.
time.
I'm not normally a watch person, and sometimes people are like, this is like the watch everyone wants, and people are like, dude, that's so sick, and I'm like, that looks ugly as fuck. Like some Rolexes, I'm like, who the fuck buys this? Some Rolexes are really nice, but that one I like. I like
Yeah.
the really sleek, kind of like mechanical,
Yeah.
clunky or chunky kind of ones.
There's for my friend Andrew, who you still have not met, but
in person,
he and
no.
I grew up together. I for his birthday, I got, was it his birthday or was it Christmas? No, it was Christmas. I got him a new watch because he had been wearing the same watch since high school that had been broken since high school.
Hello Kitty.
Yeah. And so I went and got him like a really nice watch. And I got it, well, he has to go and get it engraved, but I paid for like an engraving so he can engrave the year that we met on the back of it, which is fun.
is
But there
fun.
was a watch that I saw there that was really cool, where the metal on the outside, kind of like here where it looks like bronzish.
Yeah.
If it will focus, that metal patinas over time, so it slowly changes color over time, which is so cool.
Patina.
Patina.
I didn't
The
know that
metal
that's what
just
that
gets
word
like-
meant. I've heard it before, but I didn't know.
It just like changes color, and it's like, whoa, that's really cool.
That's
pretty epic
epic that you do that.
That's pretty epic. Over 1 year of brain leak, it would change color
Pearlescent.
minorly.
It would go from bronze
Pearlescent.
to slightly less bronze.
So Sean, we've done a year of brain leak. Let's sort of treat this as a moment to reflect in
As a
moment
performance review.
Yes, our performance review. What as we continue with our leakage, what do you want to enhance? What do you want to keep the same? What things do you cherish? What things do you think, we can go out the window?
I think I cherish our spontaneity, but I also think it's our Achilles heel. Because I think
It is.
a very there's still a lot of people who watch the episodes, obviously, but it's like a very specific type of person likes that type of content. And I think for a lot of people who don't have a brain mechanically wired the way ours are, it gets really annoying really quickly. And it's like, oh my God, stay on a topic. I think we can
Yes.
stay on topic and lock in our bits better. I think we tend to trail a lot. So
We just need to lock in.
we fucking okay. Put the
Lock
put the
in,
lighter
baby.
away.
Oh, okay.
Don't burn it down. So I think that's where the reformatting has to come in, where it's like we've got it out of our system. We've talked about nothing for 52 episodes. Because I like the times when we do like Paddy's Day quiz or Gen Z quiz or something like that. I think those are fun.
Something with a a dotted path to follow. You know, where we can go off script a little bit, but you know, we can come back
Where
and
did
say,
that
okay,
term
hold on,
come from? A dotted path to follow.
I don't know. I don't even think that. I think it's a dotted line to follow. Is the
Who cares?
thing,
A
but-
line is a path to an insect.
That's so true. They're so small. They're so small. God, speaking of insects, you know this. But I did go to the zoo by myself the other day. I think I talked about this a couple episodes ago where I was like, I'm going to go to the zoo today.
Yeah.
And I did. And I spent some time with the great apes. There's a big part of the zoo that's dedicated to monkeys and
There's
apes
a plaque
and gorillas.
donated by Joe Rogan.
And he says, God, this guy could fuck you up. But I spent some time with specifically the orangutan because the orangutan was close to the window. And I thought, man, we're not so different after all. He had fingers that were so long but so similar to our own.
Pianist.
And I just sat there and I thought, what have you done and what can you do with these hands? You know,
he's not-
every other animal.
He's not min-maxing
like,
his potential.
No, he's not. He's not mogging and he's not mewing.
He's
and
not looks-maxing.
He's not looks maxing. You know,
How do
he
you
just
looks
is.
max an orangutan?
I want somebody to take an orangutan and take it into Photoshop and do that like symmetrical perfect face filter. But I did actually like sit there for a while with the orangutan and I was like, man, every other animal, I'm like, there's a bit of separation where I'm like, oh, that's a cool animal. But with the orangutan, I was like, man, we're pretty similar and this kind of makes me sad. You're just sitting here and your eyes are so human and your other features are so human.
Yeah, like a
And I was
tiger's
just
not
like, man, this is
thinking.
kinda
A
sad.
tiger's like, I'm full, I'll probably sleep for a while. An orangutan's like, why am I locked in here? It's been 14
Yeah.
years. Like an orangutan is aware of the passage of time. Most animals aren't. And he's just like, man,
Yeah.
what have I done with my life? Orangutans are in a zoo are just divorced dads. Where it's like, I'm just in
man.
my enclosure. It's all gone wrong. Remember when I had it all?
It's like all those videos that you see online of like people doing magic tricks for monkeys or whatever. It's like no other animal reacts like that. But a monkey will be like, whoa, what the fuck? You made the ball disappear.
Or a monkey will try and kill you for doing it. Monkeys are basically like old humans in like the burn the witch era. It's like you did magic, that's it. We're bonking you in the head with rocks.
Yeah. But I just sat there with the orangutan and I went, man, you just a hairy guy.
It's just a hairy little guy.
Just a hairy guy trapped behind some glass.
We should do one of those videos with an orangutan, like they take a homeless person off the street and they give them a glow up. We do that with an orangutan. You take them out of the enclosure and like you shave them all. You give them like new glasses, new teeth. You give them a hairdo.
We give an orangutan veneers.
Yeah. You give an orangutan like a hairstyle. You give him like a fade.
Have you seen that video? I don't know where it is, but these people are on the street and I think it is an orangutan, but it's some sort of ape and they're just like messing around with it. Not in like a bad way. They're just hanging out and it's a wild ape. And the orangutan goes up to the guy and starts to take off his jacket. And so he's like, oh, I'll take off my jacket. And then the monkey just puts on the jacket.
And they're all like freaking out, being like, is he going to do it? Is he going to do it? And he puts it on like so.
he does.
He puts it on like a movie character. He like, like a motorbike guy.
It's so funny. Because at first, I saw this video like a couple days ago again. At first, he just puts it over his head and he's like, oh, haha, he put it on. And then he actually puts it on.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Also, I had already Googled orangutans and I'm like, we must have talked about this before because why else would I be Googling them during the podcast? But you keep saying orangutan and I feel like that's what everybody says, but they're orangutans. And I feel like
Stop
for a
the
long
recording. We have to
time I
edit
used to
it.
say that. And I'm like, that's a Mandela effect for everybody.
Orang.
And I'm like, why did we all collectively agree that they're orangutans?
Orangutan.
Is it just because it sounds better?
I think it's the natural progression of the word,
Yeah.
like where it ends, the NS kind of.
It just sounds weird to say orangutans.
You know?
It's just house music.
So I think it's just the natural, like, it kind of sounds like a.
And like, how many words out there are we just not, like, min-maxing like that? We need to looks max our dictionaries.
But look at all these orangutans.
Yeah.
Orangutans.
It's just,
You know, and then you think about people are Bigfoot deniers, and it's just like, yeah, I don't know if there's a Bigfoot out there, but all Bigfoot is a big monkey. We have big monkeys already. What are you talking about?
what
do you mean?
We have Kong in real life. I mean, look at this guy. Oh, he has a haircut.
Big boy in Discord? Yeah, he's got a fucking emo
Yeah.
haircut.
Cause tonight will be the night that I will
Fall
for you.
I think that is how evolution happens. If you went to that specific orangutan and you played that song, he would evolve like a Pokemon and
Yeah.
just be an emo kid and be like, oh, I get it now.
Yeah.
You know?
It's like putting in like a Thunderstone to a Pikachu. It's like there's something you can do to monkeys out there, to apes, and then they will evolve into a human and just get sentience.
Man, they do kind of creep me out though. Some of them are crazy looking.
They're also mad strong. Dude,
And
we
they're so
literally are
big.
just the Joe Rogan podcast at this point. I also was on
know.
Reddit the other day. I know that just further exemplifies the
This
downward
guy
trend.
that I just sent you.
That guy's asking for money.
He's a big boy.
But I was on Reddit, and in the Joe Rogan subreddit, they were like, okay, time to finally put an end to this. And they had the gorilla versus grizzly bear pictures. And every single person in the comments was just saying, yeah, grizzly bear wins. It's like,
Yeah.
gorillas are
Easy.
just like performative guys. They just go out there and they're herbivores. They don't use their teeth to eat meat. Grizzly bears do.
I mean, and anyone in the comments, correct me if I'm wrong. If you come into contact with the gorilla and they charge at you, aren't you supposed to charge back? Is that a thing?
I don't think
because it's
you-
like an intimidation thing.
I don't
And
think
so-
you should. I think any of the videos we've seen of people in the wild with gorillas, they just kind of like put their head down because the gorillas are like, this is my domain. You're allowed to stay, but just know that I'm the alpha.
What to do if a gorilla charges you? All right, everyone, listen up because this will happen to you.
This will change
all right?
your life.
Remain calm and never attempt to run. A gorilla is faster than most humans, and running away will. Okay, yeah, we know that.
Wait, a gorilla's faster than a human?
Yeah.
Are we talking about like on a track? I guess because they
Yeah.
run with their fists and their feet, but their legs are so short.
Yeah, I don't know, but their legs are built different than ours.
I guess
If it's just running with 2 feet, then it's just like, but if it's running all four,
I guess the average gorilla versus the average human.
remaining calm and laying low will calm the primate down and stop seeing you as a threat or a challenger.
See?
Okay, so maybe I'm completely
You just
wrong.
got
Don't
so
challenge.
many people killed. So
Don't
many
challenge the gorilla.
so many gorilla enthusiasts were like, I'm going straight to figure out how to attack a gorilla.
The next sentence is gorillas never continue an attack if you stay calm and act submissive.
Well, there you go. You just got to be a bottom to a gorilla.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
why
a
a
gorilla
grizzly
will
bear
never
would
attack a bottom.
fuck him up. Gorillas are all performative. Have you ever seen them go around and go "Book, book, 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 book," on their titties?
Yeah, it's so cool. And their boobs have such a resonance. to
Yeah,
them.
because it's not like Kong does the like fist thing, but they actually like cup their hands and go "Book, book, 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 book."
It's like hollow in there or something.
Yeah, I feel like if I gain more weight, I can do it.
No, because there would
I
be too
just-
much fat in there. I think that there's something in
I
there.
just hurt my
Like a-
titties.
Oh,
I've been gaining
Sean.
weight again because I'm depressed.
Aww.
I'm like,
Sean,
I don't
don't
want
be
to work
depressed.
out. The seasons
Yeah.
haven't changed yet. Well, they kind of are, and I'm like, okay, now I'm like in the mood to work out again. But during winter, I'm like, I'm fucking badger. I'm like, I just want to lie around and watch Full Metal Alchemist again. I don't want to fucking work out in my freezing ass garage, and I don't want to go to the gym because I don't like people.
Yeah.
What happened to me?
know.
I used to be so social. I used to be so extroverted, and then COVID happened, and now I'm like, Oh, the planet's dying. The people are leaving. Oh, the animals know that we're the problem. Have you ever seen that clip of the Twitch streamer?
So
What does she say? She says the animals are leaving, but because she's the same lady that said you should sub, $5 is not enough, right? Or like $5 is not a lot. Is it Invader V?
She says the planet is dying. The government hates us. The animals are leaving. What does that mean?
Yeah,
leaving where?
Animals have figured out fucking interplanetary travel better than we have. I also don't know what she's talking about. Like, what spurned this conversation for her to be talking about that?
We might be alone. It just might be you and me, but that's okay, because do you need anybody else? And then it goes to the con montage.
Why?
It's so funny.
Because she is the lady that said you should sub. $5 is not that much if you're watching, like you're just a moocher. I'm like, how did you top your worst take of all time?
It's so funny. God.
Part of it must be like all exposure is good exposure. It doesn't really matter. Mm-hmm. I refuse to believe she said that unsatirically. Oh, man.
You know, I don't know. I have no idea. But it's a great clip, and
That's true.
love it.
Our lives are better for having that in it. You can't moral grandstand without having a few idiots around.
Mm-hmm. Very true.
You can't feel good about yourself unless you're punching down on the lessers.
Yes, I love punching down.
What is it?
I love feeling like I'm better than everybody
Was
else.
it Trump that called people fat poors?
Probably.
It was some politician that called people fat poors, and I'm like, oh man.
Wouldn't put it past him. TBH. Wouldn't put it past him.
I gotta look that up. the top one is, oh no, it's Tom Segura who said it.
Oh yes.
He calls people fat poors. That's it.
Yes.
It sounds like a thing Trump would say, which I don't know what that says about Tom Segura.
No, it does sound like a Trumpy kind of thing, though.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know if we ever addressed our matching hats, our matching headwear.
Is mine centered? Yes.
I'm also realizing that the champagne is hitting my brain right now. So
it's also hitting my brain.
It makes me realize that we should do a drunk episode.
We should do a drunk episode, but we should do a drunk episode in person.
That's true.
Yeah. Or we could do both. We could do both.
You said both, kind of like Aaron says both right now. Both.
Would you? God damn it. You're just like my mother.
Did she make fun?
My mom.
Did you just say Mulder?
Mulder. My Mulder don't touch me. My mom says that all the time about both. Fuck.
No, see, you say it normally, but it's the way your mouth. I think the people who are listening won't hear it, but the way your mouth looks when you say it makes it seem like you say an L. Don't.
Yeah, because my tongue comes out a little bit.
Don't do that.
Because me and my brother do that. And then my mom always, whenever we say it, my mom always goes, both. And it's like, it's not that exaggerated.
Is it an East Coast thing? Because Aaron's Floridian.
I don't know. I didn't know that Aaron does that.
I think it's Aaron that does it, yeah. That says both.
Both?
You saying both.
Both. Hold on. I have to get into my natural state.
You have to say a sentence. Like, both of us are going to record a podcast.
Both of us are going to record a podcast.
You said both.
Fuck! You say it now.
Both. That's not how I would say it. See, I hate that my accent is gone. Why did it disappear? I was trying to think about that. I was thinking about it in bed last night, that I was like, it's not that I'm surrounded by Americans and that's why. I think it's because people pointed out that I said things weird.
It's because the government hates us and the animals are leaving us.
And nature is healing. I think it's because whenever I would say boat, then people would be like, oh, a boat? Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, okay, how do I say this that people don't point it out? Because I'm just so insecure about myself all the time. And hate myself 5 times out of 10. I just uploaded a video today that talked about, am I retiring from YouTube? And it was just me kind of depression dumping on people.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
And I'm like,
I love a depression dump.
I feel like that's better to be honest with people than be like, I'm amazing at everything. Like sometimes I wish I could be like that. Do you ever wish you could have an ego about yourself? I think the only time
do I.
I think the only time I've ever had that is when I went out on stage to do things, because I kind of like psych myself up to be like, okay, act like you're the shit. Not in like a dick way, but just like people are here that paid money to see your tour. You got to act like you're the bee's knees. Go out there and have confidence in yourself. Otherwise, you gave people a terrible show. That's the only time I've been able to do it.
There's a difference between having confidence in yourself and having an ego, though.
That's true. That'll tell you how much a lack of confidence I have in myself all the time since birth, that I think confidence is ego.
Yeah. Man, I'm reading a book right now that you should read.
Dune.
I'll tell
Part
you about
one.
it. Yeah. You'll understand it right off the bat.
Paul
And you'll be
Muad'Dib
like,
Atreides really has confidence in himself.
You've seen the Willy Wonka Dune edits, right?
No.
Where it's like it's Timothy Chalamet as Willy Wonka, and he's like, ladies and gentlemen, gather round. I am Paul Muad'Dib Atreides. It's so funny.
No, man, I have to watch Wonka, but no, I haven't seen those.
I also kind of want to watch Wonka.
Anyway,
I'm in. People are gonna judge me, okay, for what I'm about to say. I'm kind of in a Timmy Chalamet phase right now. I kind of like Timothy Chalamet, and I've been watching a couple Timmy Chalamet movies, and I'm like, you know.
Well, you have to like Timothy Chalamet to watch Timothy Chalamet movies, because I think everything except Call Me by Your Name, is that what it's called? The one he's in with Steve Carell. That movie's incredible. But
wait, is Steve Carell in that?
Yeah, he's his dad.
Beautiful Boy is Steve Carell.
No, is it Call Me by Your Name where he's Timothy Chalamet's dad? Has that blue picture with both of their heads in the box art, the thumbnail?
The thing that you're thinking of, like the poster is correct, but that's not Steve Carell. That's Armie Hammer.
What?
Steve Carell is Beautiful Boy.
Oh.
Is Timothy Chalamet and Steve Carell.
I got them mixed up. But those types of movies, I feel like he really shows his range. But when it comes to like Dune, it's hard to say because that's how Paul is in the book. He's kind of like deadpan. He's basically like someone who takes sertraline. So he's like, he has no up and he has no down. He's just kind of like always sitting in that middle. That's what the Bene Gesserit are. They're just taking sertraline.
Yeah.
But some other movies, I'm like, damn, you can act. I'm like, but then I see him in stuff like Ladybug or, I guess he's like an amped up version of that in that world and Don't Look Up.
Yeah. I haven't seen that movie, but I've seen the clip of him being like, I fucking love fingerling potatoes.
Yeah. They said that made Leonardo DiCaprio laugh quite a bit, where it like ruined takes. You should watch that movie.
Yeah.
It's fine, but whatever. But it's like sometimes I'm like, damn, you can act, and then other times I'm like, now you're just being Timothy Chalamet. Like, I want to see you do the Rob Pattinson thing where you like do weird artsy things over and over again.
Yeah.
So I'm glad.
What's your?
Sorry, I was going to say. I'm glad.
No.
I'm glad. I'm monopolizing the conversation. I'm glad Tom Holland is doing that, where he's like, he realized he was kind of like at saturation point, and he's like, I want to do like Romeo and Juliet on West End now, and people are talking about that. And he was in like the credit room where he got back shots, and I'm like, hell yeah. Like those types of roles, baby. Those types of roles are like get you outside of your comfort zone and you do cool things with it. But you go. We also need to get back to what book you were reading.
Yeah. So, what was I gonna say? I don't remember. Doesn't matter.
Great. I've ruined it.
Doesn't matter anymore.
It must have been a lie. That's what Irish people would say.
Must have been a lie.
If you forgot what you were going to say,
must have been a lie.
You were lying.
Oh, Wait, what's the other thing that Irish people say? I was just thinking about
Get
this.
out of my house, you bollocks.
Please get out of my home. It's 3 a.m. What are you doing here? I've been thinking about watching Banshees of Inisherin again.
Me too. I want to do it in like my theater room because
You should.
I watched it here in Brighton, but like the Cineworld or the Odeon aren't great. So I'm like, what elements of audio and like visuals am I missing?
I don't know what it is, but UK theaters do kind of suck, and I do love that your home theater is better than 9 out of 10 theaters.
It's like, unless you're going to like the Crawley IMAX or the Dolby Atmos in Leicester Square or something like that, like most of them are terrible. And it's like, the picture's fine. It's not amazing, but it's like, why are all your speakers from like the 90s? I guess because it costs money to update shit, but it all just sounds bad. And it wasn't until I went to like the Pathé in Tilburg with Evelyn that I'm like, just a regular cinema, or like the Alamo Draft House, or there was another one in New York we went to that was like at a draft house. And I was like, these are all incredible. It like hits you in the chest whenever stuff's happening. Like, UK cinemas suck.
Man, again, seeing Dune 2 and hearing the voice, you feel it in your bowels.
Yeah. Anyway,
you really do.
What book are you reading?
Oh, I'm afraid that information is classified.
What a cool book you were reading, Ethan. Wow.
Oh, man, hell yeah, dude.
It's like those TikToks where people are gatekeeping small food chains. It's like, I'll never tell you the book I'm reading, bitch.
Yeah, I'll never tell. That's for me to know and for you to not know.
Quick, hit him with the bitch.
A bit itch.
I say that to Evelyn all the time. I say bitch so often. Well, I say bish. I don't say bitch. But she'll be doing something where it's like, do you want to order a burger? And I'm like, oh shit, bitch. And then I think I got it from Jenna Marbles. But there's so often where BB will be like screaming at something. And I'm like, calm down, bitch. And then I'll turn to Evelyn and I'll be like, hit him with a bitch. And she'd be like, bitch?
You're alone right now.
I am.
You haven't been alone in so long.
Evelyn went back to her family for Easter, and I don't like my family, so I didn't go anywhere. But I'm in charge of the little guy. I'm in charge of BB and his insulin and his diabetes. And I'm like, you're fucking mine. He's locked into the kitchen right now because he needs to be near his sensor for Evelyn to keep track of it. Because if he comes up here, he'll be screaming at my door.
Wait, does he still have to have his sensor?
Yeah, his glucose is all over the place.
I thought that he was better now.
He got use of his legs back, and he gets like zoomies, and he's very vocal, and he feels like himself. But then it's like today we gave him insulin, and then it went down. It's like, okay, good. He's supposed to be within like 5 and 3 as like whatever parts per liter or whatever it's based on. And it's like, okay, you're doing great. I woke up, went downstairs, I'm like, you're doing good. And then I gave him food for his lunch, and then he just shoots back up. And I'm like, your insulin should be taking care of that. What the fuck is happening? And then we're like, okay, we're trying different foods where it's just protein. Right now he's on venison, which, what is venison to you?
Deer?
Yeah, apparently venison is just all game meat.
What?
Which I didn't know. It's like boar, it's deer, it's like anything that's gamey. I thought venison was just deer. Yeah, apparently it's not.
I also didn't know what veal was until recently. For some reason, my brain thought veal and venison were the same thing. It's not. Veal is young cow.
Yeah. You didn't watch that South Park episode?
No,
where they
I never really watched South Park.
Where they like calf curl across the snow to like save the cows.
This is so sad.
It's sad because veal is so tasty, but then every time I eat it, I'm like, oh man. It's same with lamb. Lamb is so tasty, and it's so commonplace, and especially in Ireland, it's like lamb stew. I'm like, oh man, it's just a little baby sheep.
It's just a little baby sheep that tastes so fucking good.
Yeah, and I'm like, do I just like eating babies?
Oh, this is so sad. So sad.
I'm sometimes like that, and I'm like, oh man, maybe I should be a vegetarian, but then I'm like, I like meat too much. I'm like right on the border where I'm like, I can't be vegan because I like cheese too much. But with vegetarianism, I'm like, I get it. Like anyone who is a vegetarian, I'm like, I understand. I get it. Technically all of us should be, but I'm like, I like steak too much.
I love a little steak.
But I also have that weird, like, it's called ARFID. Ever heard of ARFID?
No.
I think it's called ARFID, which is like the thing like ADHD and autistic people have with food, where it's like you don't want to try a new food. If you have a friend who's like, I just like chicken nuggies and chips because they don't want to eat something new because it's scary, that's ARFID. I can't remember what it. You know what? I can just Google what it means.
Jamie, pull it up. Come on.
Oh.
Come on now.
I Googled ARFID and it said help is available. Beat eating disorders. It's an eating disorder? I didn't know it was a disorder. It's avoidant restrictive food intake disorder.
Oh. Interesting.
I guess I don't have ARFID then because I don't want to lump myself in with people who have a disorder because that's my white male privilege talking. But sometimes
the way that your hat is right now with it all up and it's just white, it looks like you have like a bonnet on or something.
I do. I got a bee in it.
Look at me.
Sometimes I don't know if you I think you don't have this because you like so many more foods than I do. But sometimes I eat chicken and I'm like, chicken is so tasty. And then sometimes I eat chicken and I'm like, I can't eat like chicken thigh. And sometimes I eat chicken wings and I'm like, I see people do that thing where they like put the whole thing in their mouth and then pull it out and it's just a bone. And I'm like, that's gross to me.
I don't have any food issues other than my severe peanut allergy. If I didn't have my peanut allergy, I would literally eat like anything.
Yeah.
There's very few foods that I don't like.
I want people to tell me if this is an ADHD thing or an autistic thing. Because I should get tested, but I'm like, yeah, I'm autistic. And I'm like, I don't want to self-diagnose that because that's kind of a fucked up thing to do. But I'm like, there's some foods and smells I'm so bad with. But foods like certain fish, like sometimes with oysters, like you love oysters. You always order oysters. And I'm like, I eat them and then sometimes I'm like, the smell and like look of oysters will turn me off them completely. Not to a point where I'm like, you ordered them at the table and I'm like, get them away from me. But it's like, if I was to eat it, I'm like, that's just a giant booger. It's the same with the eggs thing. When I talked about the eggs thing, I'm like, I can't do it. It's like a texture thing with me. I think it's ADHD.
Could be anything.
What is wrong with me?
We'll never know.
Were my parents cousins? I think about that a lot. I'm like, what? You guys give me terrible genetics. Why?
I know that my parents weren't cousins, but I also know that I wasn't adopted because I look exactly like my father.
You do look like your dad. You kind of look a little like your mom as well.
The commingling of the two.
Yeah. Like
when they had coitus and pushed me out.
Like Jack Quaid, the guy from The Boys.
Yeah.
The picture of him and both of his parents, Dennis Quaid and
Meg Ryan?
Meg Ryan, yeah. And both of those together, and then him in the middle is like,
just like
this is a filter. You just like, he's the most perfect merging of his parents that I've ever seen.
Yep. Yep. Well, should we saddle up and head out for the road?
Time to hit this old dusty trail.
Time to hit the old dusty trail. Can you see me through? Hey. How's it going?
Not really. Yeah, I can. I could see your mouth open.
Everyone, thank you so much for tuning in for the 1 year anniversary of the Brain Leaks.
Woo!
Isn't that
I don't have
that's
a
just
noise
like
maker. Well, I have a.
That's the sound of like a party, like New Year's or a birthday or. We hit our quarterly figures. Only the CEO gets money.
Woo! Look at that. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.
Here's to another year of leaking.
Here's to another year of leakage. Thank you guys so much for being here. Let us know what your leaking thoughts are down below. And share some stuff on social media if you'd like for 1 year of leakage.
Yeah, we need to get our socials up. Those are rookie numbers. We'll take suggestions of what to talk about in future episodes and get our Instagram going again because it's dead.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, baby.
Thank you.
All right, Lakers. Thanks for another year. Cheers, Lakers.
Cheers. Clink. Clink.